Welcome, Taurus Gemini, to your beginning of the month of July reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, let's see what's going on with you and your energy. The energy I'm looking for is what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Taurus Gemini, please. Taurus Gemini, best message. The Judgment upside down. Feels like something might be unfair. Could be rejection, bad news of rejection, bad news coming through. It's talking of unfairness. However it is, it's definitely not feeling very good over here in your energy. Okay. Bad judgment call, maybe. Clarifying on the Judgment in reverse. This card's not only going to clarify on that card, but the entire reading. In love. With the love card coming out, which is the same as the Lovers, this card, of course, is talking about not just love itself. It's talking about relating and how you choose things. It could be in a bad judgment call. How to harmonize, romance, creativity, and of course that reconciliation. Right? Maybe there needs to be a reconciliation going on between the two of you due to a bad judgment call or something that's not feeling very fair. Let's see what's going on. Take it how it resonates. Everybody's story is different. And remember, friends, if it doesn't resonate with you, you can always watch your rising moon or Venus. Remember, any situation I bring up, if it's not your story, you can always just throw it away. Take what resonates, take what doesn't, throw it away. Okay, getting into the situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Uh-oh. Talking about love abounds. The Ace of Cups coming up over here. Take the lead in the recent past, and in the near future is healing. Something might need to be healed. So going straight over here into the recent past, we're talking about take the lead. Taking the lead is where you're going to stand, right? In the recent past, it feels like you have the initiative and the grounding to do so. Talking about that success around you. It could be in a love relationship, work, whatever relationship it is to you. Work is a relationship, just reminding you. Okay, because a lot of people are like, how does that relate? Well, it relates a lot, right? You have bosses, you have coworkers, so it's definitely a relationship. Okay, so whatever it was, you feel like you have the initiative to pull through, to be successful within this situation of a relationship. Okay. Could be family, friends as well, neighbors next door. Okay, taking the lead is talking about the Three of Wands, looking out, seeing where you can go. There is success that surrounds you. It's almost like you're choosing the choice, looking for what you want to connect to, knowing that there is a connection here in the recent past. And we're talking about that love, that connection. The Queen of Wands, but somebody is a little full of a little bit of drama over here. And it feels like just because there's some drama that's going on around here, maybe, you know, this person's a little prideful, a little dramatic, or that there is some drama going on around you. It feels like you're still taking the lead, going in the right place with it. Maybe you're trying to walk around the drama. It could be with a Leo, Aries, or a Sagittarius. This is a Leo card, and this is Aries, so it could be definitely with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but for somebody, it definitely is fire, right? With the World upside down, it's like you're not going to change anything. There's nothing that's going to change with this person, whoever this relationship is, whether it, like I said, it's a work, family, whatever. You know it's not going to change. They're not going to change. So you're just taking the lead and taking the initiative to continue with the situation, connecting to the situation and thinking about how you're going to, like I said, kind of walk around it. And like it says over here, it might feel unfair and you're starting to feel the unfairity right now, or a bad judgment call, or you need a reconciliation maybe to a bad judgment call. You see how it is? Not feeling the healthiest, but the love does abound over here. So you do have the Ace of Cups right here. So that's very interesting. So it does feel like the situation, even though it might be unfair, we're just going to use the unfair for now. Like I said, take what resonates, what doesn't. But there is still a trust. You still have trust within this person. Maybe they're not as open as you want them to be, but maybe you feel like they're opening up to you more. Maybe where you felt that they were guilty of drama, gossip, just being mad, upset, however it is from the past, it feels like it is coming towards each other. There was this kind of reconciliation, like you are, maybe a white flag is kind of being thrown out. It just feels like it's reconnecting. It's opening up. Okay. They are getting closer to you, where it felt like they were maybe so far away. Clarifying on the love abounds. Clarifying on the love abounds, please. Six of Coins. There is, even though there's this unfairness, there is still this kind of generosity. Maybe you're giving generosity to this person. Maybe you know this person is mad. Maybe you're trying to reconcile, or they're trying to reconcile with generosity. And this is what's really opening up the Ace of Cups over here, trying to make this work, trying to make this connect. But there still is this judgment call. Maybe you're still worried that even though the love connection is coming back together, maybe you're afraid to completely open up, because there is this still unfairness. Maybe you feel like you're making an unwise judgment call deep within your own intuition, but yet your heart says otherwise. It's hard to say, right? It's hard to, everybody's going to be a little different, but you definitely have this taking control, trying to take control of the situation to get to where you want to be. Or the Ace of Coins, trying to make this as satisfactory as possible. When the Judgment is here, right, it's like could even be just like trying to take a second chance. You know that there's unfair things that go around you, but maybe you're just trying, right? Trying to make the higher potential call. Knowing that, you know, maybe your person still might confine themselves into shadows. Maybe you know that they still, maybe they make unwise judgment calls, and you know this, being that your person is upside down from the past. So there could be a little bit of, I love you so much, we're working on this, I'm, you know, giving you generosity, or I'm seeing your generosity, but I'm still worried about the judgment call that I'm making for the love. So it could be a worry issue that they're going to go back to the way that they were before. When it showed over here, they said they ain't going to change. I ain't changing. But yet then they did. Right? But then they came back around. But see, from the past, if people do whatever they're doing and you're taking the lead over here, my friends, and they're trying to tell you that I don't see any difference in the way that you're acting from the past, and you're telling me that you're still going to be mad, you're still going to gossip, you're still going to do these things, and you're telling me you're never going to change, this is who I am, you know, and then all of a sudden they come back with all this generosity and opening up for a reconciliation. Of course you're going to be a little weary about that. Who wouldn't be, right? Who wouldn't be? Because I would be worried that, are you going to go back to that, or is that an ego and a pride thing that's going to go back and forth behavior, or... See what I mean? So I see where you might, for a lot of you, feel like, God, am I making the right judgment call? Or is this a bad judgment call? Maybe I shouldn't reconcile, but man, look at the love. The love that is there, right? With the Ace of Cups. The love that surrounds this. The goodness that can be acquired. The harmony that can be there. So it feels like you want to forgive their faults and rejoice and have a good time. But I think this will always be in the back of your mind, this here. Right? That you're not going to step into a new chapter with me. You're not changing your behavior, or you said you were not going to. So yeah. It feels like it's victory right now. But like I said, in the back of your mind, you're like, okay, fine, so we have victory now. Two of Wands. But they're still showing a little bit of immaturity. Now here, it's next to the Queen of Wands. Look at that. It's diagonal from the Queen of Wands. It's saying, but they're still showing a little immaturity. They're still showing me that they did not grow the way I want them to grow. So they're giving out the love. They're giving out the generosity. You know, they're doing the things that, you know, that are nice and the things that I want, but yet there's still this immaturity and this not growing. Well, remember, because for a lot of you, they said, I'm not going to change for anything in the world. This is who I am. Take it or leave it, right? Or they're not changing from being the gossiper. It feels like they're very mad over here. They're a gossiper. They like to start up a lot of drama. It's your story, right? But the problem is that you're still kind of seeing that undertone of whatever it was that they didn't change from. Now they may have had a change of heart. Well, you know, wave the flag over here. But there's this undertone of being the same. And now you're like, oh boy, I don't know. Is this a good thing? So it's slow and persistent. This is not something that you're moving fast towards. It's like you might be watching them, right? Yeah, because you're in challenge mode just in case. You're defending yourself just in case. It's like you're on the edge over here. You're on the edge. Ready to battle at any given moment is what it really feels like. Because you're starting to see those things again. Undertones of coming back to life. But you're trying to hold on to the vitality of the relationship. You're trying to hold on to the happiness. And trying to get through everything. Right? Page of Coins. But really worried. Page of Coins upside down. Worried that they're going to change. That they're going to go back to whatever they were doing before. You know, I think one of those things in life is we can forgive, but we never forget. Because when you hurt me, we can reconcile, we can wave the right, you know, the white flag, we can take a peace offering, we can do all of this, but I never forget, right? It stays with us because that's how we grow. So there really is this, I do forgive you, but it just feels like all of a sudden in the present, they're starting it up again, right? And this could have been the past, and this could have been like, hey, you know, I forgive you, everything's fine, but don't think for 1 second I ain't watching you. And they're starting it up again. Their childish behavior. Being more self-involved with their stuff. Now here's that immaturity. That pride. That childish behavior. That resentment. Maybe they're starting, you know, to act spoiled. How about that? Right? For some of you. Like a spoiled brat. Hey, if you're generous and you're giving them a lot of attention all of a sudden because you forgave them, all of a sudden they're starting up with this childish shit. I really feel like for some of you, they act like spoiled brat. And remember, cross-watcher, this could be the other way around. This could be Taurus Gemini doing so. It doesn't have to, you know. But you're trying to stay away from that, and you're trying to stay away from the fear of them actually turning back into the upside-down Queen of Wands. Because when the Queen of Wands is upside down, she wants the spotlight. It's all about her. It's pride. It's ego. It's selfish. It's kind of, I think half of those mean the same thing. But you know what I'm trying to say. We're just going to say it's all about her. And then maybe she's a gossip drama queen as well, because that's what that means. So take it however it resonates with your person. And like I said, cross-watcher could be the other way around as well. But you're trying to stay away from the fear that they're going to turn into the Queen of Wands. Them turning into the Page of Coins is like, fine, now you're being immature and you're being childish. But, you know, and I'm noticing it, but I'm trying to stay away from that thinking you're going to go all the way back to being a queen of wands. Now, a queen is a bigger problem than a page. That just means you want to be the pretty little princess and you want to wear your crown and blah, blah, blah. No, no, no. When you're a queen, that's some bigger things, right? Higher arcanas over here, right? Higher royalty status. I'm the queen and I'll do what I want. Right now, I'm just a pretty princess. I'll do what I want, right? Give me this and give me that. So, yeah, we have to look at what the differences are when it comes to status, right? So you're just kind of like trying to stay away from that and it feels more like mentally trying to walk away from that without letting it disturb you, but it is disturbing. And there is something kind of unfair going on. Maybe they want more. Maybe they're showing you right now, again, even though you're reconciled, that maybe they're becoming too greedy. Right? And that's just because you really want that Ace of Cups with them. So you're trying. You got the Ace of Cups, Ace of Cups. You're trying to just get this to where it needs to be, but is it going to? And that's really what it feels like in your mind. I don't know how long it's going to last. How long can I feed the cup before the cup wastes me? So with the healing over here, you have the Judgment right side up now. You're healing and making better choices with the Judgment, right? So with the healing card in the near future, trying to keep yourself above water over here is what it really feels like. This is I'm still forgiving you. I'm still in forgiveness mode. I'm still offering, you know, you are receiving a little, right, from this person. So they haven't 100% went back into upside down queen mode. So you are receiving some. You're trying to find the inspiration to really feed the hopes and dreams into the relationship, this job, this love relationship, this connection, we'll say, right? Trying your hardest. Right? Doing thoughtful insights for them. Maybe you're even seeing thoughtful insights coming from them. Maybe they're trying to heal. Maybe it's them who's trying to change with the Judgment. Maybe they're starting to see their ways. Okay, because over here, it's a good relief. It's like your prayer's been answered. So I do believe that they're starting to heal. And maybe you need to heal too, right? So it feels like you're both, it's very good news. Okay? You're starting to unite better. There's a unitingness over here that is coming together. Look at that, with the Knight of Swords. It's swiftly turning around. So it feels like, yeah, they're selfish. Maybe there's just their natural way of being, you guys. Maybe they were raised a pretty princess or the little prince, right? And maybe it's just a part of their energy to do so. And they've just always taken it over the top. But maybe there's, you know, everybody has their own certain qualities. That doesn't mean that we don't love people because they have their own certain qualities. You know, my husband would say, well, then fine, I'm not going to be with you because you're stubborn. And your stubbornness is, you know, he's a Taurus too, because he'd say, well, you're so stubborn, I don't want to be with you. But that's my quality. That's who I am, right? So it's almost like you're digging deep for it and saying, fine, you know, hey, you just don't realize that, you know, I don't like her being childish, but I know she'll always be a pretty princess, right? Because that's a part of who she is and characteristics. No one on this planet is perfect. So it feels like you're trying to work through the flaws, right? What we would consider a flaw, which we all have. So, and it's swiftly coming together. Yeah, it's more comfortable and it's more peaceful now. And it's almost like you're both on the same page in a lot of ways. And there's a lot of healing to this relationship to where you can, like I said, just feel more comfortable. And it feels like they're coming to you, Taurus, Gemini, and this is really them coming at you for your needs. Well, see, that's what you wanted because you didn't want it all about them all the time. What about me? You know, when your relationship, it's give and take. So it does feel with the healing card, there's a more give and take going on, right? So you're getting your needs met and it's making you feel more comfortable because you don't feel anymore Like, this is unfair. It's all about you. The unfairity over here is more of a mental, like I said, mental thing where I believe that you are afraid they're going to switch again, right? Or like the light switch off and on. And now you're starting to feel the love. Okay. So let's see what Spirit has to say. If this is a love relationship, it could just be, you know, friendship. It could be family. It could be coworkers. There maybe the coworkers are actually acknowledging you at the job, giving you, you know, the attention you need instead of acting like, well, I'm Bessie and I've been here forever. Well, good for you, Bessie, who's been here forever, you know? You know what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on. This is honeymoon and playfulness, so hey, that's for someone. Could be a honeymoon. Wherever we see a honeymoon, that means you're either recently married or you're could be getting married in the near future. New love. It's a new love. And why is it a new love? Because it's where we reconciled and I'm showing you a new love. They're like a new person. The old person that you've seen upside down is pretty much withered and died. So they literally are, with the Ace of Cups, turning this love around. That's showing that they truly do love you. And they see your generosity and see your love, and they're really working hard on themselves to get here. So yeah, you're kind of in a fearful mode that they'll turn, but it looks like they really are really trying, because they do really love you to, you know, be the better person. And so, yeah, you can see this as a new love, because there's this, you know, where you felt like there was no growth and oh my God, they're turning around again. I'm just finding this is a normal characteristic. That's really what it looks like. So, you know, with the self-growth, it's going to take them a little bit longer, because it just feels like this is just really like inbred in them, you know, it's part of who they are. Okay, let's see what the angels have to say. But once they figure out, Taurus, Gemini, how much love you really have, it really, I think it knocks them off their feet over here with the sun. And they're like, you know, they want to hold on to that sun as well. And yeah, it's going to be a challenge. It's definitely going to be a challenge for you. Especially if you're a little more mature, right? But remember, there can also be helpful people. Spirit says improving health will be underneath that healing. Okay. Okay, and clarify on anything else. It's in the next few weeks, coming on top of the improving health. So the improving health is really this healthful over here will be all of this near future is within the next few weeks. Okay. And that was it for you, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.